Our source of existence. We are indeed very grateful to you for conquering all our physical and spiritual battles. We are thankful for your protection, guidance, and sustenance. May your Holy Spirit continually be our guide. May your unconditional love continue to overwhelm us and keep us as living testimonies in your divine kingdom. May thy immeasurable blessings and grace be abundant and sufficient in our lives, that we may continue to proclaim your name in the nooks and crannies of the entire world. Thank you, Father, for your divine manifestation on earth. From your children in the United Kingdom, Christ Ambassador and Blessed Mother, Bassy Slater.
Who is the mother to the motherland?
My name is Good News Soundware Peter, your regular host on the Morning Star Breakfast Show. Happy divine manifestation to the Ancient of Days and the prosperous 2022. God bless you.
Hello, child of God. It is Pentecostal season again. The time for reports of work done, appraisals, recommendations, and then advice and blessings from the Holy Father, His Holiness Olumba Obu, to all fellowships, buddies, and groups in Brotherhood of the Cross and Star. Do you wish to know more about these fellowships, buddies, and groups? Or do you have brilliant ideas that can push any of these groups forward? Here is your chance. Join us every day except Sundays by 11 o'clock West African time on Starcross Television. Share with us your thoughts via our YouTube channel BCS Starcross TV International, or call our official line on +234 7044 802883 during the program. Happy holidays.
Hello and welcome to the December Pentecostal Interactive Session here on Starcross Television. I am Uduak Akwadok. Of course, you know how this is. Beginning from the first day of the Pentecostal Assembly, we've been having different fellowships coming here on Starcross Television to interact with us, telling us about their fellowship, the mandates, and their prospects for the new quarter coming, and of course what they've done for the past quarter. And today, the 17th of December, Friday, is for the International Mercy Fellowship meeting with the Holy Father, and I'm here with some representative of the fellowship. You're all welcome to Starcross Television.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I'll let them to introduce their names and of course their portfolios in the fellowship. So starting with Amomi here, please tell us your name and your portfolio in the fellowship.
Well, my name is Her Eminence Ngozi Egu.
Okay.
By the grace of the Father, I am the Vice Chairman for East and Central Africa.
Okay. Okay, so Mommy, next to you.
I am CA, Class Ambassador Elise Mapokam. I am the Director for Global Humanitarian.
Okay. Okay, is that all?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. The way you spoke is like you paused at some points to complete. Okay, so next to our brother there.
All right. My name is Brother Kanumba, and by the Father's special grace, I am the Fellowship's Assistant Secretary and also the Treasurer.
Okay. Okay. Before we continue, shout out to the International President who is unavoidably absent here, so shout out to her. Okay, so before we move forward to the proper question for the day, let's talk about the World Charity Day. You know, it's still bubbling, of course, because we're still in the month of December. Everyone is still speaking about it. World Charity Day, it was wow. So let's talk about it, Mommy. How did it go? Everything put together, how the whole occasion went. So let us hear from you.
We thank the Father immensely. The World Charity Day 2021
Yes.
marked the third edition of this particular event. it can never be overemphasized
Yeah.
on what actually happened that very day. 1st of December will be a story in the mouth of every living soul,
Yeah.
not only in Brotherhood of the Cross and Star, because the World Charity Day has come to stay, in the sense that the whole world will borrow from Brotherhood of the Cross and Star.
Yeah.
It will come to be a stage whereby it will turn to have like a public holiday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because what actually happened that very day in the whole globe is so great. We in East Africa and Central Africa, the Father used the World Charity Day to touch many lives. And a lot of government parastatals, the NGOs are interested on what World Charity Day is all about. The lives of the orphans in the secular world, the aged mothers, the blind society really enjoyed that very day.
Okay.
So, all over the world, as far as Brotherhood of the Cross and Star is concerned, really benefits from the World Charity Day.
Okay.
And I pray the Father to give us the enablement, the sustainative to use to do the work. I'm talking about in terms of cash.
Yeah.
Because in whatever you're talking about is money. So that when we visit so many places, they will benefit from it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because we find out this time that truly people are hungry outside there. You may not know the little cup of water you give to someone has revived a person's life. And that's what World Charity Day did to so many people. Yeah. A lot of people, so many places we visited, here in Calabar, Cross River State, they still attest of the glory of the Father. Starting from the neighborhood, people are just happy over this. They pray that this should be rotational, you know, something that comes every time. It shouldn't be only that 1st of December.
Yeah.
People are praying that it should be every day. So, and for it to be every day, that means it needs money, because every day you must put smile on someone's face.
Yeah, very true.
So that's what World Charity Day is all about.
Oh, okay.
So we thank the Father for using Mercy Fellowship to bring this initiation,
Yeah.
especially our wonderful international president, Her Eminence, Ronke Aluko.
Yeah.
What the Father used her to bring in, she may not know. The blessing will goes to her generation upon generation.
Amen.
Because it was not there before. That's why we say this is our 3rd edition. By the time we enter the 4th edition, the 5th edition, so you can see it will become what they say, maybe Guinness breaking what record.
Yeah.
Because the world are going to hear about it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a standard way of that's public holiday in the whole world, that today 1st December is going to be declared as a public holiday.
Okay.
So
All right.
that is what I see about it.
Thank you so much. You know, we just have 30 minutes, so we should just try to, you know, be precise and concise on our information. Just brief and then straight to the point. So, Mommy, over to you now. Just like Mommy said that people were happy when you went out there, you know, sharing the gift items to everybody. Now, let's see, how was their reaction? You know, for the first time you get into someone's house, for an instance, let me put it that way. Okay, you come to my house, I've never known you before, and then I see a strange person coming with white, you know, and then bringing gifts to me. How was the reaction like? Did they accept it wholeheartedly, or there was some kind of questions, or somebody asked, okay, what is the purpose for you bringing this gift to me? That kind of stuff could have arisen when you went out, or this charity work. So let us get to hear the reactions from people, how they reacted to you, how they responded to you. Was it positively? Was it negatively? Were they excited? Were they happy? Just like mommy had pointed out, some people were happy, but what was that genuine reaction, the first reaction people gave to you when you walked up to them and said, okay, take, we're doing this in honor of the World Charity Day? So what was that reaction?
Some of them was shock.
Okay.
The way they look at brotherhood, they didn't know brotherhood can do that. But it pleases the Father that the place we went, the people were open-minded.
Yeah.
Very few would ask, well, I want your cap. I want to follow you and for your mercy day or your charity day. You see, there was some reaction that was shock. There's some reaction were like, these people. You have to tell the person, no. Come close, then you will know what it's all about.
Yeah.
Today, our leader, our God, has asked us to bring love to your door's post. Then you realize that you have water in your house. People out there don't have ordinary water. Even a way to fetch the water, they don't have. So such people were so appreciative.
Yeah.
They were blessing they would bless the organization, they would bless the leader. They didn't know how brotherhood were. They really expressed that joy. At least there's some we saw at the market by how do you call it? Cultural Center.
Okay.
I know that place is a busy place, but the guy there that collect the food, he was like, the other one don't collect, I beg. If you don't want to collect, let me collect. If I eat this food, I will be healed. It's the Lumba that cook the food though. So it was like, I was like, oh, as long as that is your belief,
yeah,
it will go for you. So because he said that, the other friend asked for it. So they were the guy that said this on the road. So many of them came to collect because he told them, if you eat, you will be healed. So you saw that joy. Some of them came like, let me trace, let me try. But some came because it comes from leader Olumba has power. Then if I get something from him, I'm protected. So you have many reactions. It was funny. But then you realize that what the Father do for his children every day, he always promised us, if you don't eat in the morning, you eat in the evening. And a true brotherhood child will tell you, I will not sleep hungry. If I don't have food, even water, the Father will provide for me in the evening.
Yeah.
So we saw it and we like, then maybe that make some of us realize that truly the Father keeps to his word. So we should follow suit with him.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, so over to our brother there who happens to be the central bank of the fellowship. You said you were the treasurer, right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Now, I believe that in the process of planning for the World Charity Day, you had your expectations, you had your targets. We want to do this, we want to achieve this, we want to meet this so people, So, were you able to reach your target? Were you able to meet your expectations in the process of planning? Even in the process of executing, did you meet your targets?
All right. Thank you so much for that very wonderful question. First, I will start by saying, yes, we met our targets and even beyond.
Oh, wonderful.
Now, in the course of planning the World Charity Day event, it will always be every event, every celebration has to do with funds. All right. So now, every first
December.
No. Every first Sunday after the Universal Mercy Fellowship Week is always set aside for fundraising.
Okay.
Yes. So now what happens is that we send circular across the globe to various states and various nations for them to carry on that exercise in their various jurisdictions. And well, it came out so shocking that the response was very impressive. You know, we had turn-ups of income from various states, particularly from River State, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, you know, and other nations as well. And that really helped us, and that really motivated us to, you know, include some things that
were not part of the budget.
Yes, because of the funds. You know, and I must say this year's Charity Day was a top-notch. Like, it was twice better than that of last year. And we thank the Father so much for taking His glory and making the event a huge success for His children.
Yeah, okay. So what's the expectation for next year? You know, apart from actually going to give people food, give people gift items, are there other packages, you know, that goes alongside with the charity work? So what are we expecting next year? What's the spice that's going to be added to it? Just like you said, this year is top notch, so next year will be very top notch. So what are our expectations for next year?
Okay, fine. Aside from going round town on the 1st of December to distribute food items and other things to the indigent. Now, there in the office we have a record where people come for various assistance and all that, be it medical assistance, educational assistance and the likes. So while we tried our best this year to execute part of the humanitarian file we had. But even though we could not complete 100%, but we believe immensely that by the Father's grace that next year we'll try to, you know, touch people's lives more, you know, in that very aspect.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Now, according to the name Mercy Fellowship, the fulcrum of the fellowship is all about charity in all ramifications. You know, you can't say mercy without the word charity. And just like you rightly mentioned that your humanitarian services, you have a file where you were able to attend to the needs of some people. Now, the question is, how do you identify those who are really in need? Who really needs this assistance? Because some people might come to you, but you know, they just come in disguise. They want to use your charity for something else. They help you offer to them. But how do you identify those who genuinely need this help, this assistance, you know, to boost themselves in whatever they come as their problem with? I think I'll start from you, Mommy.
Yeah, thank you so much, sister. We have those that disguise. We know them very well. Like this year, Charity Day, we really traveled a little. And there are people today that have made some requests. For instance, I and the president with another Mercy Fellowship executive traveled to Biakpan, the holy city. And there we met the chief of the land.
Okay.
We met the Diada family.
Yeah.
We also met other people. We met the youths. We found out that there was a request they have put down for us, which should be next year targets by the grace of the Father.
Okay.
We found out that so many youths have finished school, secondary school, universities, but they need empowerment. For instance, someone to learn work, someone to maybe go to school to continue their education. And we also see some mothers who also need assistance in their business. We also see some fathers who need help just to sustain their lives.
Non-members and members?
Yes, non-members
BCS.
and non-members.
Okay.
Yes, we find out. And also in other places like that. So I think we have to, from there you will know that these people are genuine. Because those ones in the villages, they didn't come here just because they know us. Rather, they come and make that request. What make me to confirm is because when we meet one particular group of the women, a young man that spoke there mentioned that they need, please, you just put it like apology, please, you people should help us. We have finished school. We want to do something, either trading, either to learn work. So by the time we now go to meet the chief of the land of Biapan, the same thing at different interval.
Yeah.
That was the same thing the man requested.
Yeah.
So the man told us, please, that this charity, they have appreciated everything we brought for them, but there is something important, we should help their children.
Yeah.
So I believe by next year, I know the Father have already opened way for his children with the blessings showering on this December Pentecost. That next year, the Father in the Mercy Fellowship will empower at least close to 10 people.
Okay.
We benefit from this.
So apart from you, these people coming to you, to request what they want, you also go to them to find out.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. That's the work of the humanitarian. You meet people to know what they want, especially like these youths, because the youths are very, very important. So that we can be able to, the Father will pass through Mercy Fellowship to change their, the mindset, and that will bring down these courts and everything, atrocities in the land, and also bring security. Because the moment someone has something doing, that person will now start to think of evil again. So what we are saying is that it's not only in the brotherhood that this charity is for, it's globally. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Okay, so let's move forward. I would like to take just to look at this book, because I love this book very much. This standard operational guidelines, I'll just put it like this so that we can all see, the Father has made it in a way that all the mandates or the duties of every fellowship, everybody is, put on this book, so you don't mix the duties of the fellowships or of various bodies here in the kingdom. So I'll go over to Mercy Fellowship. I'll just pick one amongst all which the Father has given. So I'll just read that so that we can talk about that. So one here says, the Mercy Fellowship is to give succor to the less privileged in the society by championing the cause of destitute, orphans, widows, widowers, abused and neglected children, generally giving hope of life through well-designed welfare programs. Amongst everything you have said, it goes in line with what is in this book as the Father has directed. Now, the key word underlined there is well-designed welfare programs. So I would love you to tell us your welfare programs for the fellowship. What do you have planned for the fellowship, your various welfare programs that you've organized, to boost the charity work? Over to you.
For now, we have an NGO that was registered, but it will start fully next year, because we have to meet the people on top. By meaning the people on top, the government. So we have started our move to meet, like in Cross River State, we have to go to the Women Affair, and there's a humanitarian office too here in Cross River State that was opened by Professor Benayade. So we have gone to them, they have seen our works. So we are expecting to hear from them. So we are putting everything for next year, because we know by the Father grade next year, things will get better. To do humanitarian, you have to get funds. And we have gone globally to make contact with the world, people out there that we know can help us fund one thing or the other. So everybody is telling us we are going to speak more about it next year. So we have a lot of plans. We can't tell you the plan now because it have to be already. We don't want to tell you. We want you to see what Mercy stand for, what Leader Olumba stand for, what Mama taught us. She taught us well. She just didn't teach us how to cook or how to keep the house, but she taught us how to take care of the human body itself, because if you want somebody to become somebody, you don't always have to give the person something, but teach the person. You want to buy soap, okay, sell pure water and buy your soap. But you know, some people, we don't want the situation by mentally you are not ready. If you are not ready mentally, everything will just go like that. But whoever comes to us for assistance, we have officers that take you,
interrogates them,
to
interview
know
them.
really. Sometimes you will tell somebody, I need to buy this book, but the book is not really what you need. So it's not all about the money we give you, it's not all about the food we give you, but we want you to understand yourself in humanitarian. We want you to understand yourself so that even if I'm not there tomorrow, because you know that it's not the book what is really important. What is really important comes before the book, but you are looking at that book. So we don't want you to look at the book. We want you to see what is really important that can go with the book. It's like telling somebody, buy me a car. We're going to pay for fuel. We're going to do the maintenance of the car. So we want you to be able to do the maintenance of the car and the buying of the fuel. Then the car will come in.
Okay, thank you so much. Listening to you speaking right from the beginning, you know, everything about the charity works and all of that, you know, basically it has to do with funds. Yes. Obviously, just like the treasurer had mentioned, when you were about planning for the World Charity Day, you know, Sekla was sent outside for funds to be raised. So apart from that, because there was a specific reason why that Sekla was sent, it was for the World Charity Day. Now you have other humanitarian services you render. So how do you come about the funds for these various works you do?
Okay, well, I would say majorly, it's always appreciation from members.
Okay, within the fold.
Within the fellowship and within the fold as well. And I would also fail to admit this. And the father has been really using the international chairman marvelously well in that aspect. You know, like most of these things, she does it from her own purse, personally. You know, and that is how it has always been. Okay. And that's how the father has made it to be. And we are called all thanks to him for everything.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Okay, so most of your activities carried out, you know, has always been or will always be in honor of our Holy Mother, Esu Elizabeth Olumba Obo. You know, you cannot mention Mercy and then you don't mention the Holy Mother, Esu Elizabeth Olumba Obo. And then obviously also the Holy Father created the body of the Mansion of Blessedness in honor of the Holy Mother, Esu Elizabeth Olumba Obo. And everything they also do is in her honor also. You know, for an instance, you know, the Mercy Fellowship handles the Holy Mother's sanctuary. You know, they take care of it and every other thing. So now, is there a working relationship between the Mercy Fellowship and the Mansion of Blessedness? Because everything you guys do is always in honor of the Holy Mother and mercy work, charity works and all that. So is there some kind of collaboration between the Mercy Fellowship and the Mansion of Blessedness, Mommy?
Yeah, actually for now, we've not seen so much, truly the name interweaves.
Yeah, the duties.
The duties is a little bit different.
Okay.
It's different in the sense that Mercy Fellowship is a different fellowship. Then the Mansion of Blessedness is like, it's a pew of itself. The only area where we're supposed to come together with them to work together in duty is during the Holy Mother Glorification Day.
Okay.
That's all. That's 1st October
Yes.
every year.
Okay.
So that's when we come together. But when we talk about this support in the field of humanitarian services,
Yeah.
we have not gotten anything from the Mansion of Blessedness. Though we have never seek any hand from them.
Okay.
You understand?
Collectively,
Yeah,
as a body.
As a body.
But individuals in the
individuals
mansion support.
in the mansion supports.
Okay.
So we never seek anything from them. But maybe as time goes on,
Yes.
just like us, we are planning now for empowerment
Yeah.
to the youth, to the orphans, because just like my colleague have said here, before you tell somebody go ahead, there must something you put on the person. This food we are given is just something of to wage the stomach. But what people need from us is something that will sustain them, and from there they lift another person up.
Okay.
So I think that's is the pipeline of everything that will be next year, 2022, by the grace of the Father.
Yes, we would love to see that working relationship where the mansion will support, because this charity works, it's not a one man's thing.
Exactly.
Neither is it supposed to be funded by one person, hands has come together to work, to boost. It's all to the glory of the Father and also in honor of our Holy Mother. Okay, so I think our time is almost up, but before we go, let us know, does the Mercy Fellowship have anything they want to do for Christmas, for the brethren, any package? Because I know Mercy Fellowship, they always like to come up with surprises for us. So what do you have for us for this Christmas? Christmas is a few days ahead. And of course, the New Year. So
then come to our meeting this night.
Okay,
This evening, then we'll
okay.
see what we have
As
for
simple
you.
as that.
Wow. What a very nice suspense.
It's meant to be a surprise though.
Yeah, so you have
Yeah.
to come for the meeting, then you will see what Mercy.
So we have to encourage everybody to come.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right, that is nice. I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I hope I'll be a benefactor.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It was so nice chatting with you. Thank you so much for coming on BCS Star Crystal Television. We do appreciate your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
you.
so much. Okay, beloved viewer, please stay tuned for more programs coming your way from the BCS Star Crystal Television. For now, it is a bye. I'm Utoka Padok. Thank you.
Hello, child of God. It is Pentecostal season again. The time for reports of work done, appraisals, recommendations, and then advice and blessings from the Holy Father, His Holiness Olumba Ubu, to all fellowships, buddies, and groups in Brotherhood of the Cross and Star. Do you wish to know more about these fellowships, buddies, and groups? Or do you have brilliant ideas that can push any of these groups forward? Here is your chance. Join us every day except Sundays by 11 o'clock West African time on Star Crystal Television. Share with us your thoughts via our YouTube channel BCS Star Crystal TV International, or call our official line on +234 7044 802883 during the program. Happy holidays.